Hey guys, today I'm going to be taking you through how to get and activate a license for BIGIP F5. Okay, so first of all you want to come to this site and register to F5. Here you'll see that I've just got random details in because I just went through and did a test run. But first you can go ahead and create a temp email and just put a temp email in for now, a random first name and last name, and I just put the US here for my country and just put in a random password. It doesn't really matter what specifically that we put in here, as long as we get signed up. So let's go ahead and verify the email here, and then click activate. Cool. So we're going to want to keep our temp email for later, so don't get rid of it. So here we're going to have to do an email authentication using the temp email. So we'll just find the auth code here and verify, finish. So that's that. We're going to have to do another bit of account creation here. Again, the details really don't matter, just put in whatever. We just want the trial license at the end of the day. And then click accept there. And once that's finished, we'll be brought to the license page. Well, we'll click trials here. Go ahead and click trials. This is where all the trial licenses are, and then we're going to want to request this trial license here. So it'll say please wait, and you will have to wait a bit. So for now, we'll go ahead and create our test lab. So we're going to go get logged in here and create a new lab. Call it BIGIP F5 license activation. Hit save. What I'm going to do here is I'm going to first put a network in so my F5 can reach the license server. It's really important the network is net 0. It's really important. All the other networks won't work. Then I'm going to add my Windows box, Windows 11 of course. I put Chemo 5.2 because it's the most reliable. I'm going to give it 4 CPUs because I can, or 8. It just makes the VM a lot more responsive. By default it comes with 1, it's not very responsive. And I'll go ahead and connect that to the Ethernet. Then I'll add my F5. We can just use the latest version here. And Chemo version 5.2. And make sure your RAM is at least 6,000 megabytes. I've also given it 8 CPUs because I want it to be a little bit responsive. Okay, so let's boot these, attach it to the management interface, and wait for them to boot. So in the meantime, we'll come back over. You'll see it will just be loading for infinity unless you refresh. So once you refresh, you'll get taken to this page, and you'll be able to see your licenses. So again, it's just going to load for a bit here. So let's go ahead and get the IPs configured here. The IP configs configured for the Windows machine and the F5 machine here. So let's go ahead and get logged into the Windows 11. The default password is capital T test123, and then the default password for the F5s is root and default. And once you log in, you're gonna have to change the password. So the current password is default, and then we'll put in our new password. It can be whatever you want, and then we get into the shell here. and in order to configure the IPs of the F5s, we have to issue the command config. And of course we want to go through this onto the IPv4 and set our IP address. So our IP address has to be in this range, 172.209.129.0/24. So for here I'm going to pick 122, and then it has to be a /24. So that's going to be the subnet, and then the gateway is 254. So take a look at these IPs, this IP config here. You don't have to copy it. The IP can be slightly different. Your IP can be slightly different. So I use .122. Let's say you can use .130, or yeah, whatever in that /24 range. So if we come over to here to the Windows 11 machine, this is the DHCP config that the Windows 11 machine has picked up. And let's ping the F5 to see if we have connectivity here, which we should do. Yep, so we have connectivity, so that's all good. So if we go back here, now we can see that the licenses have loaded, and these are the trial licenses here. So we can pick any license here. Cool, so I'm now going to come back to the lab and paste this license into a notepad file. I'm going to do this by issue the command Control-Alt-Shift to bring up this sidebar here, and then I'm going to select text input as input method, and then I'm going to right click and paste the license in here. It's a little neat trick with the HTML console, just to know. So, yep. Now I'm going to go ahead and navigate to the F5 using the web browser. So HTTPS, and then the F5's IP, which we can see on the right. So it's 172.29.129.122. Go ahead and click advanced and go through. Right, so the default, so the username and password is admin, and then our password that we just set. But the web page requires us to change that password again. So we're going to put in our current password, and then we're going to make a new password for the web page specifically. So that's changed, admin, and then our new password. Log in. So now we're into the F5. The next step is to activate the license. So we're going to go down here to license, click activate, and paste in our license that we just got from F5. So if I paste it in here, it's not pasting very easily. So copy, paste. That looks to be about right. So we want to don't do manual, we're going to do automatic, and then we're going to make sure that the interface is management, because that's the interface that we've connected to here. So let's go ahead and start the process. Okay, so for some reason it didn't like that first license. So I'm just going to try the next license down. I'm not sure if you guys will experience this too. If you do, just try the next license. So I just copied that. I'm now pasting it in a notepad file over here, so that I can easily paste it again using that technique that we used earlier. So I'm just going to pull up this sidebar, text input, right click here, paste, and that should do it. So if I can copy this, new license, here, get rid of that, paste the new license here, try that one, So now it didn't error this time. So if we just wait for this just to download when it needs to download, and then go ahead and press activate, and then that's going to be working away in the background, activating. So just have to wait for around a minute, and then it should come back with the license activated. So I'm just going to skip ahead now and continue once it's activated. Cool, so the license has now been activated. You can see on the GUI it's been activated, and in the CLI here there is no license, unlicensed message there. So yep, that's it. Hopefully you can follow along with that tutorial. If you have any questions about it or it's not going as expected, just drop a comment in the YouTube comments here, or get in contact with us at our email, which is cloudlabbox@gmail.com, or via our Discord, which you can find on our website. I would encourage you to join the Discord, because we'll be able to respond and be more active on the Discord. So yeah, thanks for watching, guys.